I am saying this because with no disrespect to the Colombian team, Kweku, when it comes to the World Cup and performances at the World Cup, Colombia nye team obro Black Stars so, Colombia nye team obro Ghana so. There are powerhouses in every tournament. Over Africa has say about African Cup of Nations are. And found a Ghana level or a former Ghana war. Ghana nema enkuyi mfamano. Just like missing out on the last African Cup of Nations are boy. Say a Sabo AFCON ne. Na Black Stars team qualify no African Cup of Nations in Libya. Ye both favorites for tournament in more. Ye Black Stars the account. It's the tournament be a Kubiano. Ye one more your favorite was our tournament anymore. And also my yakes for my Bob Brown tournament anymore. So Black Stars boy against a side that is Spain. Black Stars boy against a side to say Uruguay. Black Stars boy side to say Brazil. These are top teams our World Cup anymore. We are winners of the World Cup. Or magic World Cup in Bida. It's a Safo. And a Black Stars no Mushia. And a Nyaman Koyam Farmer Black Stars. They put it up a poor show. Kweku. Menya sure send Kagana ni bibe complaining. Kagana ni bibe what problem. Say ya dine Black Stars Kweku she has such a team. Na Nyaman Konkam Farmer. But Colombia na ye dini Hong Kobono. Kweku the only idea Colombia war when it comes to the World Cup tournament. And it's about more World Cups in Ghana. 7. Colombia. Uti dina ebia o yembeshew. Why didn't be say be on Bobra or World Football Muama? They've played 7 World Cups and Ghana about 5. Even the last edition I bought World Cup nimu. E Qatar 2022 kwa Colombia ntimi an qualify. Makata 2022 World Cup nibi. Black Stars was present. It's a consistency in the tournament. I say a building upon Mpa. Black Stars has that consistency than the Colombian team. Best performance of the Black Stars our World Cup it was in 2010. Ghana Black Stars scored World Cup a Coco Boy home they do quarter final stage. It was South Africa. That has been our best performance our World Cup. And only a little 2 years the best performance of the Colombian team at the World Cup stage. Almost the quarterfinals. 2014 World Cup. I born Brazil. And then the Colombia best performance ever. Our World Cup. Getting to the quarterfinal stage and eventually host nation Brazil free tournament anymore. Abra Brazil share 2-1. And that is why I'm saying sir Sabri as a same for the letter about the patcho because team na no mokoboy no enye team up the World Cup pedigree standards or bro Black Stars so
but Biggie won some we kan nyina no one thing so I was say odi ka ho ne say Colombia wo muanim sisiye e chen Ghana bona yen ye team no egu afei na ye ba be hihye we've not even started. Nti coach no obesoso ano keke eyemogiahye bo obi na yekoboye
yeah
omoso mo de no ma build dum pempenso obi nti omo omonim chen ye nti se team omo omonim chen ye ehye ya menye sure se ekeka ko bibia wo keka
Kweku animu wo no mo chen ye na nyade bia buruso bebre bia
ebroso ye team ni
I am saying na nyade bia buruso bebre bia because ye team no we are content with the Niama Bakumienu looking at the timing of the coach. I don't know my Kaya Nutum Bibri or Niama Bibri.
Biggie na AFCON qualify.
Of course, so Colombia was for the last World Cup edition, one maybe.
No, but it's a big
84 years from that time.
Colombia was roaching Ghana and now Nyawe sir. Even before the World Cup. Some was roaching.
And then I make us say,
and Ghana the here 2010 Ghana na Ghana.
Me bato there.
Hey, anya Ghana na o to ado no coach no.
Of course. I know. Anya Ghana fufu bia.
And they say nenye.
That is what I'm talking about, the World Cup experience and performance. It is a new team bia oburu yesu bebre o World Cup performances mu there be and o BTA. Quality no mu obi Kweku. Now, first of all, say me di game in home coma. One person I'm going to blame first the Black Stars coach. Coach Carlos Queiroz. Kweku. Me blame Carlos Queiroz as a manager for the Black Stars because adia ba kwa minimu football mu pa. And it said there are certain positions you the cohesion and understanding the boss our positions in the Kweku. Your friend is a 4 and a 5 on the central defense. Midfield and any mu honum 9 and 10 It needs understanding and cohesion. It's no matter the individual quality, no matter the individual brilliance. Some months mo was a better dance mo betimi abonoma succeed. It will show football, obi odi ball echibia. There are certain partnerships in about trimpeums and forward you solid. Defense na yedi din komo a. You betimi abo bebre e di amount. Manchester United, there was a clear example. Rio Ferdinand, Vidic. Partnership near solid. Oma bobo ho anya omo ho ntiase. It's anytime you mujina Manchester United e chiri obi a. Supporters near rest assured say we mu board their results beba. Okwa Chelsea emre bi atwam. Obenya Carvalho ni John Terry. Consistently. Omo jina Chelsea e chiri ono mo bo games ni ma Chelsea. Ewo ho. Real Madrid na kohwe Sergio Ramos ni Pepe. Consistently. Omo jina ho mo bo e chiri ono. Omo form a partnership between them. Omo ti omo ho ase. Cohesion ne wo honom. Obi kata na ni kwampo ni bia ni nua gina. Enim de ni nua pese oye. Cover ese so de man bia onim kwa obefa so de ama no. Just because omo abo ama sa anti ase ne ye adwuma between them. Black Stars e chiri honom no. Omo aye nim se sa anti ase ne wo mumu before the tournament. Eye Salisu ene Alexander Jeko. Ye ba be wura tournament mi ye nya sa amrante no. Ye wura tournament ni ye first game. Any amrantie mienu almo form a solid partnership our Black Stars actually, which is the central defense. Ajete Jerome Opoku. Ghana for Babenya Gidie was our backline we mu these two central defenders. Because omu jina actually one ma and yamako ye de momo individually they are playing well. Okomu mienu bomu so they are playing very well. Because sa partnership ni cohesion ni understanding ni ye juma. Ajete na mrebi na ne ho popo no wa bo ma afi amanfo friend sa anya ajete nyina wa akire ho because omo se wa to barrier ho se se die soja ni gina 10 points game ne ko ani mu tournament ne ko na ni mu no the last game we played against Croatia you will chance sanya ba akire ho ye central defense ho Lucas na baba bishim obody ma Black Stars ajete wo bench any problem tournament ni progress Black Stars are qualified we would want to give the other players opportunity to play. It is a lack in Bishim. Na obo Emandema Koya. He did well in that game eventually. Go back why share Kweku only nyas agu in the Black Stars. From the Croatian game, Yababa bought another game against Colombia, round of 32. Mandan Geneda, Mensusuda, said Lucas and Bessa Baba Bishim Wabo with Jerome Opoku. But line up in the buy, not Jerome Opoku and the Lucas in the Jerome body ama Black Stars Bobokono. So it's a jet partnership, no only Jerome Formeno. It has been thrown under the bus. Coach Nam Fanya Juma, Ewo. It's also understanding, cohesion, and
na coach ni mesu to say ebia and na man confidence into no on man to us.
Is it that the coach doesn't know the kind of players almost start man one because goalkeeping department in the absence of Lawrence Atizigi Aside did an excellent job. Lawrence Atizigi buy no coach na ma yan Atizigi na number 1
sasa mo so Ghana for be brave in fact I'm more consent to pass Benjamin Asare obedai no na oni issue bia ti dentina Atizigi aye fitter Chinchinia, this on this also ebeda.
Yes.
When we say Ghana for raise questions.
Ghana for be kasa.
But Atizigi so bad no that
he did very well. Go now I consider you won't blame Lawrence Atizigi.
Coach, the decision here justified
now. I wouldn't say it is justified or not. Name coach the decision the car send back penetrate me Atizigi na number 1. They catch them no. Because you started tournament Atizigi na them. Atizigi dem na injury by na Asare Ababa beda. The toughest game of the competition for the Black Stars. Na game against England. Asare ne das a game no. Edema Ghana Black Stars. He kept a clean sheet. When keep a clean sheet in the keke, crucial saves. I keep Black Stars e game ni mu. And no can who be near to keep it a clean sheet no. But Atizigi bar back no. Coach ne de Benjamin Asare akwa na bench. And Atizigi ababa dem. It's ya dey catch me am te hanom ne say Atizigi na number 1. So when you wa and Benjamin Asare baba da goal post ni mu. It is sana na me expect. Sanka central defense partnership. Jerome Opoku ni ajete aform no. Enka coach ni break no. Na nko be call with that back line. But eventually coach ni temper with that. Emma afei sa understanding ni ho cohesion ni ho emrantie ne nte omo wase sa partnership na ye form we chedi boma resource ba no omo ni sa partnership ni cohesion ni between them. Eventually it affected the performance and play of the Black Stars, and there difference no now you consider a lot of chances, there were too many spaces, and so there is difference anymore. Coupled with the fact to say your best right back in this particular tournament for the Black Stars, Senaya, and so Babi Pry. Opera necessarily do say Dubai Bishim. I need to say Dubai and at the start it was very poor, extremely poor. Because I need to say when you a proper warm up and sign a game anymore, it was a forced change, a forced substitution. It's not coaching in your ready so the neighbor. No one shall say I warm up, no woman hold very well into the game. Into a bear na obre, but game ni progress, game ni corner anymore. Our warming itself into the game, no. Later stages of the game, the performance was a bit better than the other shots, you know. It's a defense in the here bad. And me blame you coach, you know, for that change in the central defense partnership. Aside that,
but so defense, you know, what's the issue with the goalkeeping?
The
changes no you know.
I'm assuming any issue with the goalkeeping. Okay. The only idea I catch a minute is Guinea number one. Okay. The problem is central defense.
Okay, in see if it's a back five, with the goalkeeper and the account.
Yeah.
The only problem you had was say you dropping Ajeti near the Newcastle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say no penna exercise defense na man na you consider chances.
And no na send na force change no.
Okay.
Because also ya Gideon Mensah position na solid. And na send na ya Gina mu no, his position was solid. Ye ni free mo no. And I say o free mo no eventually sa position na Black Stars concede goal no. Cross ni free Gideon side in the buy. But cross in the buy no, ebe to ali do say do achi. Sana ya na ye ndim no, ebe cover sa space in the grass no. Obetimi blame Caleb Yirenchi. He was caught ball watching.
Yeah.
When Timi Amali do say do a proper cover. Yeah. But I sana ya na that's our position that Ebianka won here Yirenchi.
Commentator kept on saying say Ali Dube mu he kept on saying say the Ghana Colombia for no use side the hopper
because they realize say honum na baba be a weak point for Ghana.
Afene Mujika or the ball ne foul was
Obana nima unsuro just because ababa be a weaker link and tournament no obia hwe ne nyonku game so probably yenya nhia ye nimpo na Colombians na hwe Black Stars omunim se na ya bo a obo. And some of these players, because they are all in Europe, top flight leagues in Inti, top 5 leagues in Inti, almost sure and Obianim capable of doing. It's the absence, any forced substitution of Senaya. And they mean to be blame coach, you know, because he pra and Abba. But how he tempered with the central defense, Eka Humbi, and Ama Black Stars backline, no, and that stability and solidity in the game we played against Colombia. Kweku, Yentia be blame coach number 2. Look at the coach's substitution. Coaching is substitution. 1, HA. 2, the coach had to throw certain men on the field because what conceded or that form take the risk and make the substitution. At the end of the day, lose now and you were out of the tournament. And there are certain players from the start of the tournament. Kweku players na che say given the opportunity they can play. A typical example, Brandon Thomas Asante. Watch our tournament we mu. Shemene Tobe boy against Panama. And then the contribution, assist to the Black Stars goal. Such a striker. Adia watch and say, "Oh man, akwanya no betimi abo." The game against England, Obanene Mukaka. The performance and then bad. But if you want to neighbor, it looks like the coach any man a minute and I have coach. We've seen Prince Adu Kwabena over this same tournament. Opportunity onya the Kweku when Timia utilize it. Chances are onya against England. I also back a cable on Ukampuna and Dano. Me would GDA. Say Brandon Thomas Asante, Ebianka yenya go for him.
Sa Asante issue, the Ghana 4 can want some power.
Omo can want some because. Bono, Dr. KK Sapon Kasim, was a munim boy and see him here. Unim coach Ghana for to him here. And will be a tournament in Ibi. And Brandon Thomas Asante, the game against Panama, born now, boy, you know. And in Penny Force and for the channel to us. It is a sharp performance, no dining, you know. Or catch those who here, Quanya do into 1 minute. For 2 can of one may 3. No mom from mount. But it looks like say your coach with your man for now to us.
Who should say a danger?
Kweku. I just can't tell.
And run central for Ebisa coach, say Kent Benyasa we need the mamia about this particular issue, Brendan Asante, because Enye Nkwana ne concern.
Yeah.
Central for no more a concern, especially while Ghana and Panama be no boa the cameo appearance of the Brendan Baye na you would wonder danger. So many sa interview no Eddie Amaya on a Gary Smith and Edin Komo.
Coach, say you play when it is necessary for you to play. And he's telling Ghanaians and everybody say nenya necessary say Brandon Thomas Asante a book game way.
Say Chachi or say player never ball when it is necessary. Say
yes, when it is necessary for the player to play. Say in here, say player never bar and a player never ball. Into your catcher is not in here. Say Brandon Thomas Asante beba baby Bobby.
And also the Prince Eduba say running behind the defenders.
Yes.
Then on Asante one in him side any year.
Kweku tournament here Yashi. Asante does it better. He runs behind and runs at defenders than Prince Edu Kwabra. Prince Edu Kwabra substitute nothing to the Black Stars game. A Jordan in, Jordan out. And a coach in the year, you know. Jordan are you Gina Park and so on. The Black Stars number 9, Kweku, it should be a matter of a major concern. Let's be honest. A matter of concern. It is a major one for that matter. She Black Stars are called tournaments. There are about 4 matches at the tournament. Black Stars number 9 and boy single shot.
But that bad
one shot. Bad one. Oh, the bottle training.
And a bunny and block it.
Bo name in compo. Not one shot. Than to think of say a on target. She Jordan Ayew is one player. When it comes to air balls, area duels, Jordan Ayew is not good at that. And pain baby. Ubo a ball free throw by Jordan Ayew person guard the ball no man pem or the ball. So in the Tibeka ball Jordan Ayew nyade o ho. It is all a striker. Never area duels na onyade o ho. We expect you to use your feet. It is a onyade o uti. Now 9 now the ball na she podi mu anu nso so wuntimi mfa ma. Kwaku. How do you get goals?
By a bad record. International just 4 games in a year.
4 matches.
When Timian more short.
4 matches.
Never any years ago.
That is the question. And it is the reason in the goals.
And now I am more short on target.
Debbie. Yambobi. Colombia ball short Marco 20. Colombia first game about 15 shots. The second game about 20. The third game against Portugal about 24. Against Black Stars about 20. Yeah, they are managing to play short scramble a problem. It is a tournament now. How many goals in Yashe? Yashe 2 goals. 2 goals in Yashe no. Defensive midfielder Bako, center back Bako. Where are our attackers? Central defensive midfielder Bako. And a center back Bako. 2 goals in 4 matches. Into your attackers anyway. Our attackers can't even play short on target. A minimum point to be more short than to think of scoring goals. And until I make us say, coach any substitution no. There are players on the bench and a few says we throw them in. Baby, and I have a ball on a call. Kweku substitution necessarily affect a lot of players and them and what is it about park and so do.
A man for say James Rodriguez. No Dinsem who was first half for the coach in the uniform. Second half, yeah, banana.
Of course.
Nesaku could run a ubi.
As a coach in Nina and Yayin. Maybe no me no dey dey say be how grown na aba be kata. But coach no odam rantie na no. Ono na zito onya akukudu no take some of these decisions. Ogina yanya na mu no take some decisions we. Ya ye tifie na ye hu sa na ma we no. Coach ni ntimi nka nche me amete ha ise wa hu. And it is the substitution. And the selection. And I'm the one who bobo coach no. Kweku yamfa no nto no. Ye players na Gina Park no so no. Defense in Nanchain, midfield no. Thomas Partey was the only player. Or should I say he was cut for the job? Yes. Thomas Partey. Per mentality, experience, performance. And the only player or chance why ready for the task. Any movement, the passes, ne ball carries adeɛ bi a obehia from a midfielder bia Thomas Partey made sure so the side and be back park so e dey ama Ghana Black Stars Kweku yinifa ne si nkyɛn which other midfielder e wo game we mu e na na hu so timi ya adwuma to say Thomas Partey adeɛ Zibo nim ye e ya hoɔden say yem fa win the balls yem ko tackles Zibo just abo ni wi and distribution ye poor ne passes ye poor how to find spaces to receive a pass as a midfielder crampo because Zibo ye poor Caleb Yirenchi we haven't talked about him so much but young kanokre your boy your first game against Panama we no Caleb Yirenchi ye off performance na Yirenchi de mayen e wo tournament mi na first game modern mono boy aye pon game no na Ghana ni bia di ne ho nkomo wo monten so sa kwada ne ball no wo soro no Kweku in the subsequent games Yirenchi disappointed us and the game na your boy no it was a disappointment Caleb Yirenchi performance was nothing good to talk about but what to ani na hwe bench wono ma oba be substitution wo Yirenchi afrim wo Zibo afrim wo de hwan na e ba be ba
na
Yirenchi mpo de ya kakra
ye de no ko se okoye den ho
Kweku so no de coach na decide so mfa no mo
na no e kire sen
minim because Yirenchi de ya kakra but so wo Zibo afrim na wo de share ba it is Jordan ne kwabena dudie no Prince Adu kwabena de no
na adena ye too fixated about players ni go ho a omo kire se national team no omo ntimi mo enso de bia no ye per substitutions as our players no an ye san so come ho ekoye substitutions inti Augustin Boache no ene baabo nsu no ye de on ko so mkoye den
team no ni Kudus Mohammed o lack creativity e wo team ni mo o Augustin Boache who is a proper number 10 awo ye creator e wo ni team mo e wo ho o Christopher Baabo nsu Kweku se wo ni number 10 obetimi ya creative dia ma wa de sese wunya ene se obenya wingers o mo ye creative your wingers no Antoine Semenyo nye creative Antoine Semenyo plays like a striker on the flanks Abdul Fattah Issa could the same thing come out di na sese nko timi yes adwuma no but ono nso so ye twetwe kwache onka ho winger o ye creative o Black Stars team ni ye Christopher Baabo nso pen numbers or the free in club from Saudi Pro League ni mo eba in the just ended season no ono na ye winger o ye creative and it's a unique creativity from the central zones and other central areas are ube here winger and also one bit me creative from the flanks Christopher Baabo so time a game na ekoso na niam nkoyi na Zibo add anything to the game Kweku na me expect say Zibo be kwa ma Elisha Abawo what I was expecting ne say coach ni betimi ya Zibo afim no about Thomas Partey ni Yirenchi as a double pivot now do Augustin Boache proper number 10 ababa be gina omanim na
me pacho that time I da from 1-0 ye pack at no na we Zibo how the Elisha na ebem
enu nti na me ka say
coach no
Zibo ni Elisha substitution no it is Jordan ne Prince Adu kwabena de no because Zibo now the Elisha ba e Zibo na ekona Zibo aba
in any case one profile to the another
yes
it's not need to be for attacking player being memu ana
because at that time let's say coach ni throw all the Arsenal team
exactly near pekatsi
ye pesa ye tika enti se so mo begum you don't know who the lack of the day is on because at the end of the day o plan na odi rua game ni na faili
let's just say Elisha be faili coach no
poto Kweku the dynamics of the game ye come in sunu mukrampo no referee the 6 minutes to game na so ya bought game na about 5 or 6 minutes there ya de to so no injury time and at that time and aso Ghana receive ball close to the center circle obi a ye pe card na say ya de passes ko ya nim ne ko attack no o J ball na Elisha Wusu no wadane ne ho no abo back pass na me se awurade
oh
obi a ye de ka ye pe card the last 10-15 minutes now you book game need to say the yen na ya hye baako and a Colombia momo pekate because at that time Thomas Partey adwuma no ye ni nyina na Partey abre Partey bre ye no the midfield was broken because Sabio ye nya obi obetimi afele Partey shoe ni me amayen it is our time no na Poeta Jefferson Lemar omo take over midfield no and omo ni control game no but when Thomas Partey was energetic time na Partey bre ye no ono na ye adwuma ni nyina de ma Black Stars was amfimfin ho the players na kire say Thomas Partey ni wasabi mo de mo nsem fata se bobo Black Stars ana
some quality in group Partey
quality in group Partey no kre but unya akwanya wo national team wa bon humodin Kweku hwe ball na Cape Verde any Argentina boy menya sure say no be Cape Verde nya na wura be ho da ebe ye ne ya da Cape Verde out of the tournament
be a ball about super
but modern no mo boy no it is a Ghana 2006 World Cup no Brazil share 3-0 round of 60 tournament na Kweku he did an excellent job the goalkeeper be Yana Tizigi ye no 7 saves in a game against Colombia give him game now free goalkeeper Gideon Mensah has really surprised me in this tournament and there's a ball Shani modern
Baba betina ne chini na man ball na start banana
Kweku iron kre
okay
yes okay 2022 World Cup for Qatar the same thing happened Baba ntimi money they did Gideon come ball na eno ano no and of our position no when Baba left the Black Stars the one Gideon Mensah performance for Black Stars chance say conform because when we say only competition oboni you one body you the next game on one be gina mabo but today when we say Baba say wanyere ne ho a Black Stars ne Baba or constituency go mu chen o it is a one year one obesan so akonchen and it is one of the things that created that healthy competition our Black Stars at the left back position ama Gideon Mensah ayere ne ho bobo say World Cup na de ba ko a ya pa and say uye group stages na ubenya akwanya correct mistake na next 4 years it is just a 2030 and you be correct mistakes are betimi akwa correct na sa 2030 no what is even the guarantees obesan so qualify for the World Cup and then no na man ye players now let your mind down they have disappointed us
na then a man you collapse the last bare 15 minutes plus additional time I refeed it too so that time I never say ye kaya one Ghana for no complain substitutions and Fatai Isahaku ne bonne saying omo mu free bench the buy no why no impress so far those players are omo free bench by Alidu Fatai Isahaku and next to Nyama Prince Edu
omo mu free bench by no I think say next Nyama did better
okay
yes me hu Nyama runs now the Black Stars or the Black Stars those runs any idea at defenders dribbles passes any idea I who say next Nyama ye no and then me who say oh yes ade ne kakra time obamu in the second half the other players omo free bench ba mu nyina man who bia o ade bibia Alidu Seidu Abdul Fattah Isahaku Krambodi I didn't know how he wanted to play Mohika na ne kwa ya me wafa ho no makofa
ojinidi
I say onim no Mohika uko wafa no no akofa sa atetentwe no there be you need to play with this left back with a lot of intelligence and a high IQ e game ni mo e wafa ho nko ade anya ade obetimi dia fa Mohika ho o pace ni bi o you strong dia be na o be fa ho na o de akwa crosses no
yentie coach Carlos Queiroz or say onye happy nimum or you proud one yenua friends you Tahiru and Ekasai tie ni e bigina chim nsam na coach no nso eka because wo de was wadwa coach no yinti no Carlos Queiroz nsam ne bia no so eka no so or you proud
yes and or say Emante no a sacrifice omo aku omo ho na o ye sure say supporters ni mpo ni beje omo performance and also omo mode mo dine di no enso ehon and o kan about yes na ya injury no or say just one moment of loss of concentration and na omo dwe fi omo na so ma go no enso e baaye yes until basically coach you know
so he made mention of our defense and say Ghana for should be very proud to say
yes
quite fast so a defender no
yeah
just akenim ho
and enim one de akabi pa Kweku say what we keep Verde for na yedi omo nkomo na omo ne Ghana born ya say but the difference between Black Stars and Cape Verde say omo ni defend we no muduru anim ho no mo they convert their balls that is the difference so what decide this obesity deeper as I say make sure so be clinical because who defend now do any one now want me anya goal e be we say we defense na mfa so amaso
yeah the Black Stars home komo even Prince Watson no and one examples no sa team spirit no mo do kon e de mo mind no ye lucky oso we hu sa away mu Kwame yentie we kakra
Kweku the Calvin Prince Watson camera no crowd adia ema ye game against England Ghana for any J no results ni free ho. It was about how our Blasters team no players no me committed to the cause, not fighting spirit was through, no determination level, how I know me discipline. A can who be in England, you nyasa good results. Ahumachin against Croatia, Yankuponim Ukraine, men who said the end Blasters team. Kweku defeat na ye nyana ye free no, enye me wawa. Ye ko game ni no. Obi a watch Colombia ni obi a watch Ghana bia no ebeji atumu say before the game analyze here Colombia no me better than Ghana game ne sha se ekosi se game ne pon ye na Colombia so ahomachi game no msa ye better e the same Ghana ento mu deserve so mu win game no Colombia team a omuchi a Ghana ahomachi omutimi bo through ye blocks Colombia team a Osha ball mo bo omutimi kura ball pass kama omutimi jibo free and same kama no mo ye well organized omo ye more disciplined omo ye more determined as in Ghana ni Colombia ball na ye ball no pitch ne so no kwaku de na nani abrese all person qualify na Colombia national team no na enye Ghana de na wahye ne nioma ye de na oye well organized na Colombia national team na enye Ghana.
Turn up the radio.
What check metrics about game nim? What check nioma about game nim nyina na? Bibia check clearly say na Colombia national team ni better than Ghana. Omunya 20 attempt to score. Out of the 20 attempt to score no, emu 8 na on target. Emu ba nko 5 na big chances no mo share 1. Ye kra ye 3 ye see ye concede 1 goal. And at the country Ghana ye 3 years ye concede 1 goal na atizigi. Senya atizigi e performance en ahomachi ya Kweku anke de anim guase scoreline ye de be free. Atizigi ada blaster post nim bebre. Ye wo games ni bi wo ho a enkoye. Ghana for criticize atizigi. By Kweku ahomachi game yi die. No na ye Ghana ye best player. Making 7 saves. Out of the 7 saves at Tizigi eno, emu ba nko 4. Na big save was a Tottenham. Goalkeeper betima ye save. Na save na goalkeeper na ye no, enye die hu bebre. Ba ahomachi game na ye ni Colombia hia ye no, at Tizigi saves ba nko 4. Na was ni nyina Tottenham o save Ghana enum guase. Mejitu mu se onye people's favorite. Nanko for expect say Benjamin Asai bedem. But Tizigi anenya opportunity dem. Kweku. Said the Tizigi ye mistake I criticizing no esopa no. E was see etimi esopa na baso wo ne performance o make ye no. Oni hype, oni sa PR no. By se nipa eya ade na utimi criticizing na. Sasa na nipa ne esopa ne homodi abona baso. Kweku mi se ahomachi game no. Se nya Tizigi anke benye nim guase score line. He was a major reason Ghana conceded just 1. Kweku ya modern bona heya na de yebedru. No krani ba kope. Ya modern bo World Cup no. Na ya heya na de yebedru. Because ye konyina na national team ye mu nyedu. De ma Ghana fo gidie kese paye the performance ye ni England fo nyaye no. By no kro wom ye sesa wo twa Blasters modern ba baby na wo se edura na yedru no. Because your team ni yenyade no kure yentu sebi sa wo hwe ball na Blasters boy na ye Blasters team na ye disorganized e wo pitch ni so for compare your game against England now we see more disorganized metitum mabin se na ya free mu no high team no by Kweku defensively near ye poor wonder go na ye concede ye no
Right to put that.
Come on. Ye cheap go na nkeni si ye concede sa go no. Ehun hia kwase ye be concede sa go no. Me titu mu say Colombia for ne ya de sen om deserve so wini. By go ne nkwa ye concede nkwa ku na ni si ye concede go because ye de go ne chom na ye cheap go. how I walk up in Ghana, your defensive setup, you're solid, you're discipline, and you're true against Colombia, man, who's adiano. Kweku ye go na ye consider ye no. At the counter maker say ye chip go ni say. Colombia 4 player friend say Luis Suarez no and a J ball. And the ball nam baby a Gideon Mensah nam no. Or the ball nam baby a Gideon Mensah nam no. Luis Diaz a occupy ye 2 players. Derek Lucasen and Ali Duseidu. The next thing I be when say Omo John Arias are already behind. Already behind, the only player no Ben John Arias no. Hey, Brentford friend say Celebrienchi. Me patcho my first one no before boxing him no. Before say John Arias be rival boxing him no. Na e Celebrienchi mpokra lead no. So Kweku at this moment BBNC ye. Eni se bo we ese. Before say cross ne beba no. Me patcho nya abotre. Hwe atiziginsa. Na tell me the atizigika. Football a science.
Or informe ati informe titru Caleb and Ali do so omun cheki omu ho no
good
because e ho na Colombia
matese nkofo ka say atizigi and communicate me ma clear evidence before say born
omu say atizigi
one communicate say anchre mo say player bia you free and this is a clear evidence.
No.
Before say Luis Diaz be cross the ball no na atizigi apagya ne nsa say omo ncheki John Arias no before say boy ne ba be wura box ni mo na hwe the second one at this moment Anthony omo ba be cross no Luis Suarez ne be cross no but still Calabrenchi ejai John Arias ni free nukwe woman ye say mistake ni free Calabrenchi
true
me what Calabrenchi obi a wetie mi bi anim say oye one player maka ne ho nsempa bebre Ghana has opomo mo ka Calabrenchi ho nsempa meka ho bi ba nukure wom ne ye say sade na ye fita ye tuntum ye ball Panama game ni wie no Calabrenchi entimi mbobo bia after Panama game na ye nyina ball Calabrenchi abaso no game bia wa ball e wo World Cup no enkoyi who say Calabrenchi ye busy obeko obeba by free mumba after Panama game no obi nche me performance at Calabrenchi sa defense we Calabrenchi na ma share Ghana the mistake of Calabrenchi untimi ma focus no because already who players bear 5 omo focus our ball ne so enti wo na wo atire no wo was so making sure say who focus about the player behind. These are basic principles of defending. Aye Calabrenchi na ma say me say after Panama game no opportunity when nyina no we dey performance.
He has not been playing well. Enkoyi me another issue I mean who picture way more the position of Jerome and Newcastle. Me a bit worried kakra through Jerome ne gina Gideon Mensah you know.
Yeah.
I want to hear them because that position you know was Zibo occupy your center backs the position and a bit of a problem kakra.
Yeah. And I make a choice say game na ye bo ne nura ahomachi you know. Adia ye dia Bob Blasters abasu nyina na ye say ye defend ye discipline. Ye structure you okay but how much game ni ye defend ya ye nya organize ni ye poor ni ye poor enti how are you consider go no in as much as me jitu mu say na Colombia ye better mu deserve so mo kono go na ye de share ye no na ya because you go na ye preventable
Kwame pacho ehonu defensive organization no obi so ka say ebia goalkeeper ne communication with the rest of the defenders say normally on in communicate or organize defenders you know ebia we who saw on the parts of goalkeeper no as compared to what Benjamin Asari does I don't know a woman
a woman based on evidence
okay
but this this goal now.
No, any this goal.
But they can't say a based on evidence na business. So by goal now you're considering it there. And this so meaning blame what is gida.
Yeah, I wanted the year away from. I want the wow the best.
Meaning blame that.
Who didn't tell the best?
A mistake from calibrating, which I was here kind of correction.
Oh, that is for a fact. That is for a fact. And what the air stop,
and yeah, no crap per se crana. You have me see any Panama ball. You need England ball. Gentlemen are now England for Abaso, Obagana for Abaso in England.
Commitment, eh?
Who say you defend here? Your structure is solid.
Yeah.
But against to my friend say Colombia, your structure is poor.
I want to person be say there. Then mass had any. Okay.
But me highlighting your ma. Go now you considering your Kweku. Many anje hu. Na ye poor.
I dey say wa ball calib na with Tiana now so say onke kan ho.
Kweku dey share space, you dey share when you proper view.
But he on form so.
Proper view.
On form so. But I dey say with Tiana's gan ha no ye ta pese ye po bia samoa na asem sia na ye po fufuro de asem na kwa akwhye.
Yeah.
Calib ayubia titru if he had ye bona baso.
Ayaba na baso de bia. By mistake we don't
me ko ba se ye fan ko show be fufuro. On say that time na fe na Ali du say do aba na or ba so na o hwie pa. It go no better on angle na nipa do no feel say e Ali du form so. Ali du buy na or sapa but go ne dey.
Enyo no. Enkwaku nim say ade ba ko ade bia before the game. Okay, say na you analyze blaster your offensive play. Ye national team tournament we create chances be brew.
There be.
By sebo ni kura ya yenim de ball ye.
Was so ya sebo.
Sebo ni kura ya. Se keve for defend it. Ye ka national team so mu defend wo World Cup keve kan wo bi. By sebo ni kura keve for na. Won so mu nim so metim de ye bibi.
Coach no.
By ye blasters no. Sebo ni kura ye ntimi mfa nya hwe.
Ye nkuta ball ni nche wo.
Apart from see nkura nche ni ball ni kura ye ntimi mfa nya hwe. Ye make 327 passes and then ye completed 327 passes no chairman the papa ye the only player no quite owe bobo koni man ye national team ma okura ba won say otimi carry ball no was Thomas Partey and my member pata adia pata fem any ball na pata bo I was so tournament we no my member pata ba so ye me feel the sin na no adwuma ne ye say Pate yes ye build up pate na beji ball na free chiri na wa link no we invite zibo mo so mo be carry ball no
that's a home
na pate ji ball na ono na wo so link no o invite zibo mo a ball ba oba hwe zibo mo no na zibo ko tete di pachi o kai yesu na grobia na ye kan police and thief o kai police and thief na de bi otete
Sadia no so ade ba kwa me hu ye team no hu no
ye ni Croatia
as a place be bre tete passes pa
ye ni Croatia me be highlighting Sadia no se pateji bo a e wo se Elisha Owusu ana zibo eben no be receive ball no mo carry ball no ma kwese se Croatia for players na chi o mo suru ball no
so omunya ball carriers
ana adwuma na ide ama patene so ntimi nye
Kwame say ideally ke was say Elisha ne zibo ana Caleb ideally ke say omuye ball carrier se pateji baller not the or probi the ball the amano abaku be oni apa beji ball na wa carry ball ne de akọ na wa Kwame say zibo ontimi carry ball
Kweku me enso so
If your workflow looks like 12 open tabs and 3 subscriptions, stop. This is Envato.
Kwame them just say
enya so mbe carry ball no kra na ye me yo ball ba na wo se wo be sia no dwane ball
na o receive the fear is that onim so receive ball no be lose ball because enye na style no
at the level Kweku me enso so sa at the level
you say I am just telling you the reality say hwe se wo a natural number 10 be a frebo 8 proper 8 be a frebo onsuro ball say or fre but when no onye number 8
matewase o se on matewase se enye ne style of play no by baby a ye dru no any baby a wabobo adru no ni so otete ball
me no ye adwen wo ho
because paternity ball agi se time bia no se o cheke no ahomachi ball na e ye paternity ball otimi de ball ni ko nanim by adwuma ne ye se paternity ball o de pie bra never receive ball no say you pass obenya easy option pass anu pass by paternity pokrati ball na onyo omo pokra no pass ball na momo
Kwame asem ya problem ya woki enye enran kwa na see esisi several times inti aden na wo coach no wankasa wa observe sa problem no so ontimi nye de wo se onye no a aden na wo nyini film na wo mo before from ebo Augustine Boachi mo mo ti bench wo ye de
coach na asem no so say adwuma na ye hye e beba coach na asem no so Kweku the entire game no ye kurabo na ye hu nyehu onim sanke ball no 100 hours sanke ntimi shego
100 get guso
ye ball no 100 hours sanke ntimi shego because me se uyi pate free wa ye me feel this obi na otimi je ball carry ball ball na ba me problem na say se ball na ba se enye o profile pokra ne se o be carry ball enye o style of play enye spa ho de no kra na ball na ba me ntete ball
okay
you hu pie na beje ball receive ball se umpeche o beje ball kra na Kweku se pate the ball na ba na wo pie a onim se opponent ni player follow e create space
yeah
eno so e se pate the ball ba na me yezibu na se me pie eba onim se me drag player along e create space e ma me obi be hye ho ball no ne ball na eba no otete ball as a police and thief at this level there be the only midfielder I was show a tournament to him was Pate and me bo pataba so Kweku ye krabo a passes ni na enko ba bia say yentimi passing create chances are e dey na we expect and you expect say ye be ye crosses e dey akọ ye cross ne so so Kweku yentimi nye out of your 15 crosses ye emu mienu pen na ye create ye ball crosses en 15 emu mienu pen na ye create ye ball long balls ye ball ba ko 46 emu 9 pen na ye create
46 long balls
9 pe 15 crosses 2 pen na ye create enti ye kura ball na ye hu ye say ye crosses ye dey be create chance enkoyi ye say ye ball long balls enkoyi enti be si da wa hye go ebesi da wa hye go according to FIFA so we FIFA website now World Cup 2026 statistics now according to FIFA when ye di obi aka FIFA for say Ghana ya bought 4 matches e World Cup ya bought 3 shot on target pe
for you honestly sa so the musidi twetwe ye pa ma fere mpo
me say FIFA na nkasa na di akwakoto no website say Ghana ya bought 4 matches ya bought just 3 shot on target
very
ya shot 2 goals e midfielder ni defender
very pa and this is a Ghana national team. We went to the World Cup with Antoine Semenyo. Check the number of goals he scored for Manchester City in the Premiership.
Yeah.
We went with Inaki Williams.
Oh, me say. Okay, oye bibia no ama example. Say ye about defensive game unti attack be brinti na strikers any your team need to make go. The same Kved or defended by Kweku tournament we are you Kved that would finish 2 goals against Uruguay. Or say 2 goals against Argentina. One more 2 shot on target. Do you think say Kved for no better attacker say yana? Ye na be justify sadie no. Ya attack ya ye nya de. Menka say Ghana nko create 5 6 7 chances. Ye ntimi create bebreu. By ba ko mienu miensa ye benya no de ne de ye. Okay say 50-second mu Antoine Semenyo nya opportunity bi. Ma me say opportunity no. Na hwe be bia wani onko for na ye. Sa ball na Antoine Semenyo ye sa low driven cross in front of
no we drop out.
No we drop. Me say no Pate. E got to a time. Na wo hwe Pata, na Pate tianti azibo. Na Pate bo fuzibo say dia na wo ye. Otimi Pate timeje ball. Na wo ye nsa say you pie.
And Pate was on fire. Then the near break ball no pass. The near brace up a shot ball.
O ye adwuma we nyina na obunya osa. Hwe Semenyo chance we. Na hwe baby a Jordan jina.
No, it be not a cutback.
Cutback be. I has to be nya cutback.
Open cutback.
I has to be nya cutback. Asema na kan sa. Di ntina na Semenyo bu afusa no. O ye number 9. Anka hase wu na wo so wo wani mo, wo advance mo.
Oye Mbappe di ene bi.
Da bi Kweku. No kwe wo mi ye say.
Say Tio o kasa na me kiro say there are nyabuche.
Me too.
But just say the position in na na they be watching ho akechire no. I'm not justifying it, but I'm just telling you say hurricane ye bi ana. Say ono so de bi ano otimi vacate penalty box no. If some mama be yem you. Mama be yem me nka said the Jordan are you ye correct, but I'm just saying say ebia osua
Semenya disappointed Ghana for because on say go maybe some ball shot me here.
But no crowd ball shots you block you.
Good. By tournament and the best game was Yeni Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeni Colombia Kweku. Enra near defend ya nyade. Ya attack ya nyade. E ka hu bi na enra ye free no. No disrespect to Colombia. Colombia for this deserve win no. By the man na ye ball na ye Ghana for ya. Free na ye free ni defeat no. Enye na hye ye pa wo. But the hard ni ye ball na ye ball ye no. Anyhow I lose ye no na ase Ghana for. Ye ball England game ni wie no Kweku. Obi o follow football bia o ye Ghana ni bia so obo coach na baso. Carlos Queiroz. Menim nipa abeka say Ghana ni England. Umbo Carlos Queiroz abaso. Ade konti obi abo Carlos Queiroz abaso against England ye say. O share England team no. Or draw a proper plan. And no neutralizing England team.
You say you're gonna start? Well, yeah.
Or draw a proper plan. And no neutralizing England team. When you fair idea about how I Ghana be boa. Eti Colombia for no. Ebet nase. No match a crime befa so ebie Ghana team because someone him say Ghana be concede possession. Ghana possess bebre. Ghana be city deep. Enti Colombia for be analyze how we be Ghana team nim. Kweku dabe na me cheche Colombia ombo no mbonu. Ente you. Ba ku kure ni we exercise. Kire me say exercise ya. Omo nim say Ghana be city deep. Enti die na me ya me de be bie chance, me de be bie Ghana team nim. Ade a Colombia for ne ye ne say. Ahumachi Colombia ebesia Ghana be city deep. Ghana and committee more players up front. And the Colombia for decided say, obey you so weight and verticality. No the big Ghana team. Adia Colombia for you so no. And the same as I watch a K obi no chebo ni biano. Colombia for ye ni momo no Kweku. And come here build up a quick. By enra anasa ahumachi se Colombia for ye build up almost as here from defenders na. Unse slow ball no. Adia na Colombia for ye no. Omunya obotre wo ball ne so. Omunya obotre wo ball ne so a na trigger ye say. I was see a movie from your deep blocks no. Na a bie spaces in between. Na omu fullbacks no. Munoz, mostly ebeko Moika. Eso so beko no me bie team na fe dey say oh ya na almost send the ball ne call left right because ometime bie team nim. Ade na Colombia for dey here no. So my question am ibusa na say saadie we Colombia for no eye throughout the game. Dia na ye coach ni ye not the best of saadie no. Me ibusa. Se Ghana for nyina ball Carlos Queiroz abaso say wetimi find a proper plan to stop Englander. Na wo kosia Colombia. Na Colombia for ni use weight and verticality a. Onya abotre hye from nature ho na trigger o. On say sanka mostly okay ni England no. Se omo build up na ye trigger ye players ni nko mani bebre o. Enti na ye defend your blocks ni very close. Ba ahomachi die se Colombia for no yes omo ye build up no sa patient build up na trigger ye say ye move from your big block no. Enti omo say players no e ko mani bebre na bie space na for them the ball not to left, the ball not to right.
Me concern baako pa no na ye midfielders miensa na de bia na baako jump early dodo
asem me da wase
na o jump early dodo either caliber na se kwesisi de bia na baako jump too early
because Colombia for se me checho mu se Colombia for na steady o steady ye no onim se Colombia Ghana be share Colombia obejai ball na ma Colombia sombo na wa city deep na we nya close blocks because mostly Ghana use 2 blocks are close. Enti ade obetimi de bia etim ni say this time around omo use sa quick passing no enfam build it up. Oti ase. and to be use patient build up or metro hono or me ball now or slow ball down now trigger us any move from the block no and now walk as a say na calibrate say no ko na zibo ko na abia space e dey about to na for the team no my wide now the ball ne ko left Luis Diaz ho Moika ho or the ball ne ko right Munoz ho no mo di bia team and to be busa say from minute 1 go to the 98th minute no there na ye na dey stop us ade no because Colombia for no repeat sadie no repeat sa yentimi an stop sadie no and the duty of the technical team some best stop enye me se wen hu sa plan ni mpokra na game na ekoso no ubetime ready asesa nyoma entiade ne yansesa that's the reason why me busa
and yes also gets worse cra game no ko nim na na was say was Kwame was suggest to say na e was say you hu form so correct no
correct no
after cra game no ko nim cra na say more cra
because ye say game na say ade a making and na Colombia for year ni sa on say initially Marvin Sinenya enyem praye no na omo send de ko baby a Luis Diaz so na obre
pa no ntimi no
enti that time ana Sinenya ewom no na omo tie de ko baby a mu no se wo the right side until say Sinenya Efrim ansa na omo de ball no omo de ko enti omo ye sa de ni sa by Kweku yentimi ansolve ba akokora e ka ho bi ana Colombia for no Kweku omo nya 20 shots no onim so omo 20 shots no omo nya 13 e wo yen box no shot baku 13 wo yen box nim and mu 7 here outside the box Kweku say team ebe shoot more inside the box I chese sa team no etimi build defense nim ye ni England omo timi shoot bebre wo box nim adentia ade krontia England for ntimi yan shoot bebre wo box nim ye say ya mo kwan say omo nye sa de no but against Colombia sa de ni si ye omo bie team nim ye nkofo na omo te bench no why na stop sa de no when na ready say any yen sesa yen sa no ne fan stop you omo ball shot in 13 e wo yen penalty box
ade ne ye de 9 na nkeka balls ni bebre e wo omo penalty box because Jordan me hu say 9 ka ball ka wo mo chale
o person 9 ka ball ni bi
e ha adwin o Kwame
so I say the coach mistake tactically when ready game ni baby amesa blame ni biem me de o ya ade ameka anko yesu so a meka na ya back with evidence baby amesa blame coaches ni ye say Kweku ye consider go ni LU we enye group stage on say o tournament group stage no o manage no wa make sure say all the points we be qualify we e knockout stage e party so o knockout stage games Kweku you take a risk. So person who take a risk Kweku knockout stage on betro. You consider the early goal no. First half ananka was a coach in society.
Okay.
First half.
It's not about the 90 minutes. It's what you put into the 90 minutes.
Into na Jordan Bochesa. Me mean time Jordan were paying dues to the senior national team. But born home within the senior national team blasters. There is no way say me time Jordan. But the entire Jordan obo no e could do 7 minutes no. First half na was so free. Not Jordan energy level of form.
Up to 79 minutes.
Ne energy level. Ne positional sense. Ne movements. Ne timing. Ne ball reading. Na enkoye. And the first half na was see a Jordan free game nim. I'm telling you this truth. Na was see a Jordan free game nim. Na ni so botra second half na ni so ba. Na ye be hi obi a eno abo na ahomachi bo na e boy no. Onse na Semenyo ep na ne hu game nim. Na Semenyo be hi obi a oba be complementing the effort or the different energy be ba. Bo we na nya Prince Edu Kwabna bo. Prince Edu Kwabna dwuma na ye say say o bobo. Ono ba be battle with defenders. But when you hear Brandon Thomas Asante or the aggression or the running or the energy be ba.
No coach no.
Me pacho me nka se me medwuma sen Carlos Quiroz. But no so nche se oye mistake am yenka. Bo substitution na nya Prince Edu Kwabna bo.
Sa Asante there no someone close to the team say catch them say say Asante no first game no
Menya sure say be football reason.
And you say omupie no ye late kakra na ma coach.
So in discipline in this case.
And coach will move to me full from first game e kopem. Ye ni abre no. Ye nsem hunu na coach need.
No, enya say Prince Edu Kwame na nya ade o. By your ball bi wo ho a
enya ne ball. Who coach kra wo be ye interview say.
Enya ne ball.
We hear runners.
Enya ne ball.
Obi obe running behind defenders. Now why wo hear Prince Edu Kwame na on the bread and advantage now why na timi running be.
Enti oh no ye mistake. Your ball first half you na nkani say Zibo sa be.
Okay.
Satan was a coach in Yankukudro, a taking risk. Or easy ball film, or you Jordan a film. Now, the more ball playing players are would crab on now. Technically, we are good at the beginning. Because at that time, now you see a being here on moment to make crab on, make carry ball on whom you also, it's a year gather momentum in the back of cracker. And the substitution now coach Nieno, apart from Sir Ocheno, or Chebibri, not first half, and can players in the blue crack, Kweku. And to quote Carlos Quiroz, send your Ghana for ball about against England, no? Against Croatia, or your mistakes. Or yes, some mistakes, no. Kweku, you deserve to see a free. Now Colombia for any idea saying.
Kwame, mami bisa wa sama sana watu aso. Say your players ni be a Ghana for a lot of concerns about a pano. Say your tanka player bakudi. Inaki Williamson, then no Debra Black Stars team.
Inaki na ye kwose nya attack move bi nanka woso oyibo ne mapate na pate wo in a better position bo krakra bo ne gina bo ne so dada ne ho sa ma bo ne say
utwa no ho sa
inaki say bo na pate egi ne ho pa nanka just one pass na pate shoot because on see a share game na se no pate ball shot bi
yes start ya no yes start ya no
enti enrade a me hu ni say ase pate ko ne nima ne drives no say your man more opportunities are drives na kebeba nti the reason I make say second half na nkeba second half no na ehia omo betime kura ball mbe carry ball no so omo carry e be push Colombia for nako and the best set opportunity e dey ma patam na shoot because box ni mo dey na ntimi enwura box ni so the only way out and e betime dey share goals shooting from distance. By shooting from distance no okofa players and midfielders are ball ba na omo teteteta opponent ni so nkonachi enti coach didn't take blame nibi. No disrespect to Colombia, much respect to them. Omu deserve some coming in by. E kwana ye fa so lose game na ye
ya pa.
Menya sure say ene
ye show effort back kra samoja na e kan say.
Oh, enu na
asamoja kan say on say ya honestly enra me nim Ghana for the benra na so me bu fu papa say. You Obianka say ye kwese Colombia.
Debi.
Colombia betimi say no problem. But ube lusu a ye bibi at least show to say the Kevedi fue Kevedi fue lusu we are simanya Kevedi fue nkwando be ebo mabaso go to all the social media Europe ni and the abrofo no kura bo Kevedi abaso because of the efforts are omo kire original park no so lusu but you could see say all fighting e dey amane man na when ye kra na ye pekats Kwame ye pekats na nkofo ne boy abate. Hey, you know.
Ombo be 20 passes.
Omo pass sa, omo pass no supporters na no die diagro. Ye na say the pressure to omusu no. Lack of effort. Obi a wo bo knockout stage. A wo samu weni breno. Na wo na say o keka ho no. Kwabrani je baller. Just say ye je baller. Morning die ho for bare 10 seconds in pool. Last 10 minutes na ye be pon. I was saying ke ye swinging passes my confidence ne ba ye pinning kofo no. Goalkeeper Jibon na no abobo ne dia che. Defender Jibon na no abobo.
Me dia die bia send can't. Me dia die bia send can't. Se can't the better so am me hwe ade.
Okay.
How ani yin serious. Hwe ase ho ball recovery time. Ball recovery time no. na Colombia use 15 seconds na Ghana use 21 seconds ball recovery time no se ball no be di o ha Biggie Colombia for ni make sure say 15 seconds no ma try some beje ball no ba yen na ye pekate yen ye pese ye hye no si yen lose ball na ye take 21 seconds enti ye ni Colombia hwana na ni abre Colombia she one Kweku her substitution ana ne coach ye o she one no not the Fernando Quintero Quintero mbra because on him say that time no Quintero is our players now mutimi shooting from distance ba yen no ye pekate no zibo free na Elisha wusu na eba but no na wa she one no or you attacking a substitution or the Fernando Quintero never
na almost substitutions never strengthen no team no and I had the any be weaken your team
sanity enti na make say said ye ball coach Carlos Queiroz abaso say why ya there for England game no and ye be gu so abon abaso for England game no the same thing and a Colombia game no wanya there
game we there on no go for no omo higher
me Kweku tournament we nyina no
omo higher
menim say efitiman dey ko no ye benya abotre nyoma ekọ so bebre
yeah
by me samene up a tournament we no players ye de call ye no omo impress me nie Benjamin Asare World Cup na Ghana call no to me minim odie minim Biggie die
yeah me too
obia won die
me too pa
Ghanaian players omo impress me tournament ba ko Benjamin Asare Atizigi impress me much respect to Gideon Mensah tournament we Gideon Mensah impress me because oye player ba ko ya criticizing no make Kweku sana ye humanity o enko ya ye beka eko ya ye bebo abaso tournament we Gideon Mensah impress me Jerome Opoku impress me Jonas Ajete impress me Sinanya impress me ana Pate Kweku we many players me impress me they aka nyina
acho sisu bio mami nya bo chere sisu die bio mami
Benjamin Asare Atizigi Gideon Mensah Jerome Opoku Jonas Ajete Sinanya then
Tiama say 2 goalkeepers near back 4 no
omunyina impress me ana Pate
omope
omu na impress me tournament we based on your 4 games I boy no
interesting
and on say we be wo ha especially no me say no anya Atizigi Akwaku anke benya enimguase score line
interesting
yes center pair no Jonas Ajete Jerome Opoku impress me Marvin Sininya we impress me a lot Gideon Mensah much respect to him Anna Pate and Pate me bompa say ni case no bibia be koye diamano me bompa ye pa de ma Pate say ni case ni bibia be koye diamano because enfa hu ni age no ade a me hu ni say Pate e was sound mind na Pate nya playing timer enfa hu ni Pate age no still na ne ball no ebisa wo ni mo betima about the next 2 years at the highest level
yeah Black Stars the any how omebody bia na Kwame na me bisa wasam say what bo players are omo impressive pa now moving forward in a place ni bi wo ho akwanya say una we head coach now we take decisions you would want Black Stars to move on from them ben one more
they di kan e be depend coach ayede ne beba say Carlos Queiroz na the beto aso and I say about coach for fra e be key factor true by Oshe national team in Padia Kweku the players ni be ye no cry ba ko pe I was see ma other players ni be opportunity na almost so bebo Bibri I was see mo be opportunity say in fin ho no ye besi sema I think say the Elisha Wusu obeye no ye hu awie menye sure say bi fufuro be abeba
so wache team ni mu wache pass hu hwe
Zibo or say okono kopeki form
another Salisana
asema no one Salis situation no situation no
Salis
obi ti say Kamal Din ya man opportunity Nkobesi
asemo
Inyaki William say oba be she national team
no kra no masa on fa one friend bi o na my friend
Kweku ye number 9 there was many Biggie adwen say e was say ye ni bre wo ho
me say mo masa menyombo 9 na mo mpere
bi first no ho na Biggie na me what doubt about yemfa wembra ba no kure wom ne say say any style of play na Kweku. Number 9 there. Oma na omo amo no na was say from na was say sakwenya wo ho ye ni omo.
Edinketia na
Kweku was omo no kwewu no.
Say yenkoto bi say de adru ne de.
No kwewu no.
Wo hwe World Cup ya na no Australia gbo tuntumfo nko a. Masa say no.
Yentimi fa ye ni tu.
Amai for no de say obi awiawia play so.
Yentimi fa ye ni tu omo no so. Yentimi fa
yenkofa bi ohun.
Me say
Ghana for ma wo
abrichiro. Said ye born it tie ne say Carlos Queiroz ana de besa to aso de a. Na sinya na bebo na wo ye forward bia na in a way wo be break akra. Ba wo be break akra no. Ye wonyo science ba ko bienu miensa bi a wo be ye obi bo say ah
uye bibi
ye hu sei enti wo se ye nyanse san no kwa wom ni enji ntum say wo se Ghana fo enyi na eji tum say ye national team no se ye modern bono eni soro mumi enyi na enje sa de ni ntum
ene de eji tum pa Kwame
ye wo se hu se national team no eni soro na ye for the right channel ni find solution to your problem na wo se no obi ni ho obekọ major tournament a ode matrama kwa preparation beko nanim da
asamo
ye ko 2006 World Cup you qualify for the first time no ye the proper plan and ye ko do some pempe so no ye ko 2010 World Cup I could do some purpose so no ye the proper plan so one plan yi one se so no ma yi o de just 2-3 days 1 month ebe hihye team a ebe din so beko we
sabo one friendly match
what you say so e was ye na editum what the problem na ye say ye nyina was ye begia tum say was ye hihye national team no wo benya mpanyimfo ba ko mienu miensa bi a se ba nyoma ba ko yi a se obi bi ayeye
the sango for them
oh problem e wo kroma say no bibi ayeye no mu twampo ba din so nya ye the fact say wunya some few wins bi eno nche team na ye by say bibi kakra bi ko yi a team na ye na ya fail say you be correct your weakness ni correct your mistakes Kweku si edi agura ho he si edi agura me mpese me de ma no be carbon ye di agura Biggie born now say other African countries ni bi born ye di agura had the next African Cup of Nations si antutunu ma ya yenko
already yen qualify for bako ye be start bako foforo
me mpese me de ma no be ka asem say yansesa ne o ma anhwe ya ye next African Cup of Nations a bad day see qualify.
And you know, I was say you take bold decisions.
Yes.
Na place in the be wa.
And to the be you need to be radical.
Of course. Say enye say jiku ene salu supra ya. Obien wo benya gidie say Jerome ene agete beti abobo no mabo.
Debi.
Nti obian ka sanka boni si but bi say see ye no. Ye hu say say crowd moving forward Ghana for say jiku ya available pa. Still na Ghana for beka se embo Jerome ni ageti no mo ntoa so nko what you say inti there are players almost so pe akwenya no obu ho de akwenya ni man wo befa obi so na ma wo no mo so failure there are other people because Ghana nyamenye abro
no cre
nyamenye abro da quality wo ho
enisi ye blast Biggie ene Kweku enisi ye blasters ne say asori football nya asori enye nyamesem yentiku ya blasters ne say ye wa asori mpanyifo bi wo ho ye mfa ye nsa nka omo enisi ye saade no wa ye ma opportunity untimi mba no what na nche ye mo bi opportunity no ba obi ti say senenya ade de ntino obi e bo na baso
eni eden ne commitment na ho fama odi bobo ne de Ghana for penalty
and obi betima ka say yenyi Benjamin Asari free blasters
dabi
obi betima ka say yenyi Jerome Opoku free blasters
dabi
si yenyi Jonas Ajete
dabi
ade na Gideon Mensah abeye no obi betima ka say yenyi free
dabi
ba de nti na Ghana for say obi ti say Elisha Wusuzi bomu Jordan mo na se for no e wo so mo kwati na nche
Ghana for ni mbo mu pa o
oti ase e me yenye ne say eye we o dabi e me yenye ne namfosem e me yenye ne busuasem yenya ade e be bo man no
well
because Kweku England draw ni mpokra no hwemi gie de buy enti se blasters ni koyi Kweku emfaso aga na ye benya no but se no ma ye dia
enhyehyɛ na aka se coach ne na beto aso ana se befo bi foforo e de aba e ho junction wo na ye gina sisia so no na beto aso so dia I'm sure say World Cup the mistakes are happening now be rectify na Black Stars no I much better because Ghana for esu dodo na o kan asem baako na utie de Ghana for kan so a players na Ghana for air can say ebi mu wɔ hɔ a ɔmo ntena akyire mfi akyire na ɔmo mmra ebi so also Ghana for say ɛmo ba national team ne mu kura. These are genuine concerns. Biggie also wakwenya team no why they impress you pa na why mo na ususu say moving forward no I was say ye jaw mo kwan kora
mo impress me there you two goalkeepers no I think I'll start with them Lawrence Atizigi Benjamin Asai Kweku these two goalkeepers you know honesty and more than more my ball World Cup we you know as a one and so catch and I am sure sir obi a follow Black Stars performance our World Cup ni Mubiano will attest to the fact say Emranti na bo mo modern first na Lawrence Atizigi has been one man who has been hugely criticized maybe a twam your call 2022 World Cup other matches be a bobo Lawrence Atizigi performance hasn't been the best but this year's World Cup has been a good tournament for Lawrence Atizigi wa born homodin ankasa e wo go post mu fortunately unfortunately Atizigi prayer opa Benjamin Asai babedemu one person even looking at matches and now performance and now in a day na di padodo wona anyi omuni enyini ni so obetimi aye adwuma no but at the World Cup stage Benjamin Asai nya akwanya no one disappointed or da go post mu mani go post ni ye e dem Black Stars into definitely these two goalkeepers for whatever reason best known to Meka say obia Emranti and Bom Homodin seriously speaking nipa na asem ye mmobo kakra Joseph Anan he's been with the Black Stars team Kweku bato benya akonya pa da bi na a problem and so Eddie Amanda but for Benjamin Asai Lawrence Atizigi there almost beyond reasonable doubt said they are ready for the task and they are good goalkeepers aside that your central defense no Ajete Jerome Opoku Kweku Ajete especially one person na ebeye den se nipa benya ni mugidie pa se World Cup ya ye ko betimi aboa ya Ajete ye did attempt papa friendly matches are your boy proud to the World Cup against Germany against Austria na Ajete mistakes blunders no cause penalties ye cause the statistics won a club said the last two matches also on a club level so to cry was a penalty at the account ebe kan ni nyina bo mu Ghana for say di si twa brante na da pa okruma no enya da pa ketwa it one person na mini gidie so obetimi abo a World Cup ni mu kra e ya Ajete but eventually we performance our dynasty our World Cup ni mu said the was here solid for the Black Stars which you want more Kweku abrante ni more more so many Senaya has been a revelation for this tournament for the Black Stars. I am only hoping say enkwaya Ali du Seydou di enibi Kweku so obekaya Ali du Seydou asase wo Black Stars no botu no papa Ali du Seydou na e bomba to baba Sports Stadium ya supporters dinima me chikopa na chow so won san wo Ali du Seydou se so ba ko nka wo no mebo Black Stars mayen na Ali du Seydou mo de mo na wo bo ne sododo e bomba ye hia ni nyina but today it is this same Ali du Seydou and I say injury so say you den woman the model monate akofom so I'm hoping say na ya de ne nkonko yesa na you benya that solidity at the right back position because he's been very good Gideon Mensah has been super Jerome Opoku into the goalkeeping department and then the back four Kweku Thomas step at the ball our ball tournament we looking at the problems any Bibiano I am very much surprised I never expected that from Thomas Partey Obekaya on countless occasions me kan ha say Thomas Partey ye will be as a senki janifie ka World Cup ni kwamponi senki edi ni kobi just because me feel that Thomas Partey wasn't in the right frame of mind to play football but now look at the performance or dine the no na ye boni din e tournament ni mo and then me the Thomas Partey can ho to a larger extent me fa Brandon Thomas Asante de na kan Kweku okay yes I feel say minutes kakra na onya ye ne ball na obo ye no if he should get more minutes probably obetimi perform better than the who here our tournament and I think that these players are the players I mean you almost say omo bom ho modern dia ma a team no omo a omo feel say was so binum so e de so many ba wi en Kweku ebi munyin tuman no munya Riyad Mahrez de ni bi yes sir because I said the unze de bia ye players na kwa ekoyesa kwan na ye fa so jo mu kwan na ya na nyefe banka uji tum na yen fefefe ya na ya organize testimonial game ni abodi ama ni ahye wani munyam but aya o munyintum nti ebe kakra ni ebe ye call up ye mfrew ye be ye call up ye mfrew ye be ye call up ye mfrew na afia yes one kata automatically retire baranki ni senke yesa because nkomo ya media semi ya make Jordan you kokunyame ya do September 35 years. It's 35 years now, Bobo 4 matches.
As that time, the Nasa Majani are born and Nancy to
for Bobo 4 matches, we are now to be more short today.
Oh, baby face in Ghana for drinks a day in terms of age.
So, Dadaba. Dadaba.
It's a wolf Susan San Konya Mares, the enemy.
Kokun Kenya bad. And now say, you be your coach, you be your boss, and Jordan Bekasa, not Jordan, any starter for the Black Stars.
That should be the solution.
Yeah.
And not a one day in a hope because you know Prince do no ont me boy number.
There be number 9 the nyanyabi.
What I say? Intino Obi or Babe Bono. Na Jordan every chile na or but say man about 79 minutes the day.
And 18 year they no starting there. Me feel say
now so say mo must say nyombo 9 no. Na mo proper wingers engineer nichi. Because me walk happy. Me impressed with Semenyo compared to the previous games I was with the Black Stars. First no ne Inaki jina baby fa ko be say the World Cup that Inaki mu bebre.
Inaki say oda form say team.
Hey Inaki.
Oda team no one.
Inaki wa mama say si form o makwa man brutal.
Inaki there. O kuni pani ma.
Biggie. We da so Kwame Mpacho wadarama.